What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Aston Villa PS5 career mode here on FIFA 21. As you can see, we only have 2 games remaining in this Premier League season before the Champions League final, of course. And this is our last home game of the season. And as you know, we are way ahead in first place. So this is the game where we will be lifting that Premier League trophy for the 2nd season in a row, which is a very huge achievement nonetheless. Winning it once is big. Winning it twice in a row, that just solidifies you as one of the great Premier League teams, which we are. We have proved that we are a great Premier League team, and as you can see here, this is one of the reasons we are cruising our way to that Premier League trophy. Ollie Watkins here getting the goal to start things off here in the game against Manchester City. Ollie Watkins has been banging them in left, right, and center this whole Premier League season, which is lovely to see. Here he is. Here Ollie Watkins is going to go on the ball. Nobody can get it off him. He plays it to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is going to go one-on-one with Ederson as Jackie Boy, who chips it. Sadly hits the crossbar. That would have been a lovely goal here. A good chance for Manchester City. Ferran Torres is going to get on the ball here. Plays it to Bernardo Silva, but Emi Martinez, looking at get that golden glove, makes a good save. Right before half time though, Christian Pulisic is going to go on a run. He's going to chip it to Jack Grealish. He's going to chip it up to Ollie Watkins, who has an open net. Ollie Watkins headers that one home. And right before halftime, Aston Villa gets the second one against Manchester City. And that was a lovely counter-attacking goal here. If we're going to end off our last home game of the season, we're going to go off in style, aren't we? Right before we lift up that trophy. And that was a nice little play between Pulisic, Grealish, and Watkins. Arguably our 3 most important players of the season, alongside with George Hansen and Emi Martinez as a couple of other players. But Bernardo Silva, take a look at that strike. Was absolutely phenomenal. A world-class finish here from Bernardo Silva as Manchester City try to spoil the party. There's no spoiling any party. We're already champions. Doesn't matter what happens, but we still want to get the win nonetheless here. Emi Martinez makes a nice diving save to deny Rodri. And towards the end of the game, we are looking to get that 3rd goal, because why not? Ollie Watkins backheels it. Pulisic! Let the party begin here at Villa Park. It's not a must-win game by any means, but if we're going to end off, like I said, we're going to end off in style. A 3rd goal, the cherry on the icing on the cake, and it's how the final score ended, 3-1 to Aston Villa here. And now the party can officially begin, as we are officially Premier League champions once again. We defended our Premier League crown. And I think we did it even better this season, because we won it by a whole lot of points. You're going to see a little later in this episode how much we won it by, and it was an absolutely incredible performance. From day 1, season 1, all the way till now, the boys have earned this. The 2nd time here, Jack Grealish is going to lift up that Premier League trophy. And it just looks so right, so beautiful. And Jack Grealish, the main man of the show, the main man of Aston Villa and this series, looking to hopefully not be the last trophy that he lifts up. We're looking for that Champions League trophy, but we do deserve this. We did play really well throughout the whole season, man. The boys have been putting on quite the shift. Every single player in the club has put in some work to help us get this Premier League trophy, and now we end off this season 4 now, I think, with the Premier League trophy, which is very nice to see. Those are some lovely scenes for the Villa faithful and for us to witness, because we built this project from the ground up. And as you can see here, for the last game of the Premier League season here, we take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. If you didn't notice that we put George Hansen in net, because why not? It doesn't really matter this game. But you see here, the first chances come to us, Ollie Watkins. He can bang them in even when we're not controlling him. That's how good he is. We have another chance here. It's our youth academy, Lewis Peacock, who gets the 2nd one, and we're cruising against Wolves. But unfortunately, George Hansen is not going to keep the clean sheet, as Mariano Diaz gets one back for Wolves. But that's how the game ended. We ended up winning 2-1. And you can see at the end of the game here, George Hansen tells me I'm happy to play as goalkeeper if that's part of your plan. I thought that was absolutely hilarious because George Hansen is probably the best right winger in the world, and he's now saying that he wants to play goalkeeper, which is crazy. But here's how the final table ended. We finished 14 points in first place, which is absolutely lovely. There's the rest of the teams and their place if you are interested in seeing. Ollie Watkins got player of the season, which is like mind-blowing to me. I didn't think, to be honest, he would get player of the season. Emi Martinez got goalkeeper of the season, which is lovely to see. Harry Kane won the golden boot. Nobody cares about that one. This is the issue though. Ederson is in the team of the season for some. Only Ollie Watkins is featured in the team of the season, which makes no sense because arguably 5 of our players should be there, especially Emi Martinez. And as you can see here, is interesting. I didn't even realize that we ended up on a 19 game unbeaten run to end off the season, which is, I didn't even notice, to be honest, until I read this article, which is crazy to see, man. We went on 19 games unbeaten towards the end, which is, like I said, man, mind-blowing, bro. That just shows how good we are. These are the stats in the Premier League, though: goal scorers, assists, clean sheets, which Emi Martinez dominated for some reason. Didn't even get 6th place. Ederson got. Oh, it just doesn't make sense, man. Yellow cards, red cards, doesn't really matter though. But that is gonna do it for today's episode. We were crowned Premier League champions in this episode. Not too many games, not too much action, but we got to lift that Premier League trophy, and that in itself deserves its own video because it's a very big achievement, especially from the boys. We took this team from not really nothing, but we took them from like what lows of the Premier League tables to the very highs of world football and of England, of course. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Next episode is gonna be the Champions League final against, well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. But as ever, if you guys did enjoy this episode, then please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you for the next and maybe the final episode of the Aston Villa PS5 career mode very soon. Take care.